So we are talking about writing task 150 words. How many paragraphs normally for writing task 1? 3 to 4. Yes. So in first paragraph, how many sentences? Maximum 2 sentences, right? Okay. So yesterday we just we have started writing yesterday. We're talking about this. So these are the types of figures in writing task 1. Normally we get line graph, bar chart, pie charts, table, process maps, combination, and development diagrams. And there are some vocabularies. I have shared all these in the group. And use of adjective and adverb. In our writing, we need to use this kind of words, adjectives, adverbs, like dramatically, sharply, significantly. Try to use these words. And for slow or small change, just you can use gradually. It rose gradually. It declined marginally. I mean, we need to write this kind of words. And then yesterday, I also talk about this introductory and overview phrases. We talk about this. And yes, I think up to there. Let's continue from here. So comparative and proportional language. So for comparison, we can use this kind of languages. I mean, this kind of phrases like higher than, lower than, while, whereas, compared with, in contrast to. And expressing proportions, especially for pie charts, like accounts for constitutes, mix up, majority, minority, a small portion, large portion, segment, slice. You can use, I mean, in case of pie charts, right? And like even for time and quantify expressions, like between, if you use between, then use and. Between 1900 and 1920, like this. From 1900 to 1920. If you use between, then use and. If you use from, then use to. In the year 2020, or which one? Over the period or duration. And quantifiers like approximately. Sometimes we may not know the exact, I mean, data, exact number. In that situation, just use this kind of quantifiers like approximately, about, nearly, roughly, around, right? And fractions also we can use like a quarter, third, half, 2/3, 1 in 5. We can use this kind of fractions too. Yes, probably. Nita Adhikari, are you asking? Yes, probably. Yes, exactly. Yes, these are some of the, you were absent yesterday. Did you watch the video?
I think that online.
Yeah, you were there online. Yes. Yes,
I wasn't absent yesterday.
No, you were not absent. I'm just telling Smita. Anita Adhikari, Ramila Tamang, Rupesh Thapa, and Yamu. So yes, let's move further. So this is all about it, right? So these are some of the theoretical kind of thing that we need to take care while doing this writing task 1. Even some of the points we talk about writing task 2 as well. Like we talk about starting from, yes, from here. Right, in task 1, 150 words, 3 to 4 paragraphs. You can go up to 160, 170, 180, but don't write less than 150 words. And if you want to do, if you go for, or if you choose computer-based or paper-based, whatever, I think all of you take computer-based, right? Is there anyone like that you are thinking for paper-based? Anybody?
I think no one.
No one, right? Yes. So all computer-based, that's fine. It's better to do computer-based also. Like first, what we do, like while we deal the writing task one, first understand the task, read the question, understand the task. How is the figure? What about the data? Which one is the highest? Which one is the lowest? Then paraphrase the question in the first paragraph. Paraphrase the question and leave it. Second paragraph, you can write overall or overview. In overview, what to write? What is the main point? What is the highest point? What is the highest percentage? Which one is the lowest percentage? What about the trend? Main feature? What are the changes? And overview can be written in the second paragraph as well as in the final paragraph. Okay, that is overview. And body paragraph, normally one body paragraph, sometimes two body paragraphs. In body paragraph, we write in detail. What about the use of tense? If past dates are given, then use past tense, otherwise present. Yes, and don't write personal opinion in writing task 1. In writing task 2, we use personal opinion. Okay. And there are different types of varieties of questions in writing task 1. Pie chart, line graph, bar, pie, table, process, maps, combination, different. And the choice of word or verbs as well as noun, like if the data is just increasing, where is the cursor? What is? Oh. Why it's not working? Right. Yes. If there is sharp fall, then use plummet. Fluctuate if the data goes up and again down, again up, again down. In that situation, you have to use this kind of words. Stability, if the data remains stable, use such words. And don't forget to use sharply. I mean, this kind of added verbs as well as adjectives. Even in writing task 2, we can use these things. And like, don't forget to use some transitional words. Yesterday also we talked about that. So yes. Now, this is all about writing task 1. Let's see. Let me open one question. So this is the figure, line graph. We may get this type of question during exam. This is the question. Where is the question? This one is the statement, right? So in the beginning, we need to what to do in the first paragraph? This is the question, right? So first in the paragraph, just we have to paraphrase. Just a moment, just hello. Yes. So like how to paraphrase this statement? Any idea? Like in place of graph, what can we write? And always don't use in your writing task 1, don't use this type of words like below, following, above, because we don't create figures in our writing, in our answer. In the question, it is below here, but because the statement is above. But in our writing, we don't create figure. We don't make figure in our paper. We don't design the figure. So don't use this kind of words in your while paraphrasing. Following, above, below. In place of graph, what can we write while paraphrasing? Can we say line graph? Yes. In place of graph, we can say line graph, right? Below, don't write below. In place of shows, what can we write? What can we write? I think yesterday also we discussed about this. In place of shows, sorry? Not only information, gives information, provides information, illustrates, demonstrates, describes, what others? Highlights. I mean, in place of shows, you can use that word, right? And in place of the proportion, what can we write? If you copy 100% copy paste पुरै गरिदिनु भयो भने लाइनलाई, then you will get around 5 marks जति त आउँछ त्यही पनि. Like, but if you do paraphrasing राम्रो गर्नुभयो भने you get राम्रो scoring त. Like the graph shows को ठाउँमा के लेख्नुहुन्छ? Graph को ठाउँमा in place of graph we can write line graph. Shows को place मा हजुर shows को ठाउँमा shows indicates, illustrates, demonstrates, describes, right? In place of shows. Highlights, provides information, gives information, source code placement, right? And the proportion, in place of the proportion, what can we write? It doesn't mean that you need to write all the synonyms. It is not necessary, but सकेसम्म हामी कहाँ गर्न सकिन्छ त्यहाँ गर्ने. The proportion, in place of proportion, can we do? So it is saying recycling rate. So I think we can write यसको ठाउँमा percentage गर्दा मिल्छ होला. It is rate, right? So we can write यसको ठाउँमा percentage of, like of a भइगयो. 4 different materials. In place of 4 different materials, what can we write? Anita, any idea? In place of 4 different materials. No, any idea? Ramila?
Yes, sir.
Can you speak, like what can we write in place of 4 different materials, like while paraphrasing?
Fabrics.
Fabrics. Aru, Rupesh Thapa?
Yes, sir. No idea, sir.
No idea. And Yam Narayan?
No idea, sir.
No idea. Paraphrasing. You know what is meant by paraphrasing? Paraphrasing means statement is given, right? यसरी हामी यसरी statement दिएको हुन्छ क्वेशनमा, यो क्वेशनै हो. सो यसको प्याराफ्रेज गर्नु पर्यो सुरुमा. सो प्याराफ्रेज अब प्याराफ्रेज गरेर छोड्दिने फर्स्ट प्याराग्राफ. सो फर्स्टमा यसलाई गर्नु पर्दा कसरी गर्नुहुन्छ? द लाइन ग्राफ बिलो नलेख्ने. सोजको ठाउँमा के लेख्न सक्नुहुन्छ? Indicates, depicts, demonstrates, एउटा वर्ड कुनै पनि, provides information, gives information, illustrates, एउटा वर्ड लेखिदिनुहुन्छ. Proportion को ठाउँमा what can we write? Percentage. अथवा proportion नै छोड्दै पनि हुन्छ. It is not necessary that 100% चेन्ज गर्नुपर्छ. Of 4 different materials को ठाउँमा के लेख्न सकिएला? No, any idea? 4 different materials को ठाउँमा we can write the name of materials. Of गरेर 4 different materials के गर्न सकिन्छ? Paper and cardboard, comma, glass containers, comma, aluminum cans and plastics.
Or we can write goods.
Sorry?
Or we can write goods.
Goods also we can write. That way recycled, like what can we write? Paraphrase गर्दाखेरि reused. अथवा यसलाई यतिकै छोडिदिने भयो है. From 1980 to 2010.
Or convert.
Sorry?
Or convert, recycle.
Recycle, yes. From 1980 to 2010, what can we write?
Maybe same.
Maybe same.
Yeah.
Can we say between 1982 and 2010? Yes. In place of from to, you can write between and. In a particular country, what can we write? Like you can change the word with its synonyms or like So what will be your sentence? The line graph indicates the percentage of paper and cardboard, glass containers, aluminum cans, and plastics that were recycled between 1982
In a specific country.
and 2010 in a
Specific
specific
country.
country. If you do this much, that is what? Paraphrase. So statement like यसरी तपाईले आफ्नै wordमा you can write in your own words also. You can write in your own words, or you can just use in place of one word, you can use another word. Right? Just paraphrase in the first paragraph. If you paraphrase, that is fine. Is it okay? So what to write in the overall? अब overall मा के लेख्ने? What to write in the overall? Look at this figure. Overall मा कस्तो खालको कुरा लेख्ने रे? What to write? What is the highest point? What is the lowest point? Which one has the highest percentage? Which one has the lowest percentage? What about the trend? यसमा त्यही कुराहरु हेर्न मिल्छ नि. Which one is the highest? Paper and
80.
cardboard, right?
Yeah.
Starting from 65%, ending to 70. Others are less than 65. It means highest is this. What is the lowest? This plastics.
Plastic.
Yes. And what other else? अरु के देख्न मिल्छ? Trend हेर्न मिल्छ? What about trend? What is the trend of plastics को trend कस्तो छ? It is starting from around 2 अनि माथि 5, 6, 7 कति पुगेछ, right? So this is increasing, right? This one, aluminum cans also increasing.
Increasing.
Yes.
Yes.
What about glass containers? यो पनि के छ? Also increasing. Last को? Fluctuate. In the beginning it was fluctuated, and after यो डेट चाहिँ यता हो यो डेट चाहिँ यहाँ हो, यो डेट चाहिँ यहाँ हो, यो चाहिँ यहाँ हो है. So after 1994 it declined. कसरी decline भएको छ? Dramatically कि steadily?
Grammatically.
हजुर? Slightly. Slightly, dramatically. Can we say dramatically this one?
No, slightly steady.
Slightly. Your increasement भएको यसलाई can we say dramatically?
No.
Yes. त्यो adverbsहरु use गर्ने त्यस्तो ठाउँमा छ. And so in overall paragraph just we write highest, lowest, increasing trend, अनि यो एउटाको first one को अलि different छ, अथवा यसलाई fluctuate भन्दा नि भयो. यति कुरा चाहिँ तपाईले overall paragraph मा लेख्नु पर्यो. It means that is in the second paragraph. है. Now what to write in the third paragraph? हेरिहाल्नु फेरि. Third paragraph मा what to write? अब third paragraph, that is body paragraph, right? So body paragraph, how many body paragraph can we make from this? I mean from here? हजुर? 1, 2, 3, how many? What do you think? अनि body paragraph अब कतिवटा बनाउने? अब body paragraph चाहिँ like how many lines have the same trend? Same trend भएकोलाई एउटा paragraph मा राख्दिने. So how many lines have the same trend? 3, right? Plastics, aluminum cans, glass containers. तीनटाको trend उस्तै छ नि. So it means that in body paragraph we can write this 3 about in one body paragraph. अनि अर्को body paragraph मा you can write about this. About paper and cardboard. है? किन त्यस्तो गर्ने? Paragraph. प्राय अब यसमा चाहिँ यो फिगरमा 2 body paragraph, yes. In one body paragraph we have to write about paper and cardboard, and in next body paragraph we will write about this 3. अब body paragraph, while writing body paragraph गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ individually लेख्ने हो सबैको. Individually लेख्ने, अनि त्यो पनि सुन्नुस् ल यहाँनेरि अर्को कुरा, important कुरा. Like while describing of your in body paragraph we have to describe, right? So if you are describing paper and cardboard, you सुन्नुहोस् है, paper and cardboard तपाईँ describe गरिरहनु भएको छ suppose. अब यसको हेर्नुहोस् है, in 1982 the paper and cardboard was around, अब यहाँ around भन्ने कि नभन्ने यो point लाई, around approximately, हजुर भन्ने कि नभन्ने, approximately around भन्ने कि नभन्ने यसलाई, what do you think? यसलाई भन्ने, what is the percentage? We don't know, no? Maybe it is 65, 65.5, 65.7, 66, जति पनि हुनसक्छ नि त. बट यस्तो केसमा चाहिँ लाइक यो त अलिक क्लियरली देखिरहेछ नि त. यो पोइन्टमा इट्स नट नेसेसरी टु युज अराउन्ड अबाउट एप्रोक्सिमेटली. फेरि हियर यु क्यान युज, यो पोइन्टमा युज गर्नु पर्यो. यो पोइन्टमा पनि आई थिङ्क इट्स नट नेसेसरी. आई मिन इफ अब यो पोइन्टमा मजाले युज गर्नु पर्यो यहाँनिर. इट्स एप्रोक्सिमेटली. It's not clear, right? So approximately. And like while describing अर्को कुरा ख्याल गर्नुपर्ने चाहिँ, like in 82 it was the paper and cardboard was around 65%, and in 1986 it was 70%, it was 70, and then in 1990 it was कति हो यो, again 65, and in 1994 again it was 80, again in 1998 it was around 82, 2002 it was 80, it was 80 भन्दै गर्ने हो year wise. What do you think? Exactly त्यसरी पनि गर्ने होइन है. If there is similar trend, जस्तै एउटै लाइन ग्राफमा पनि similar trend हुन्छ नि. अब like if you are describing this one, अब यो अगाडिको पार्टलाई तपाईले फ्लक्चुएट छ भनिदिनुस् सिधै. It fluctuated from this year to this year यहाँसम्म. हेर्नुहोस् है, यस्तो खालको फिगरहरू आउँछ. अनि फेरि यहाँनिर कस्तो खालको राइज छ. So from 1990 it rose dramatically, and in 1994 it reached up to this, यति भयो. अब 1994 पछि चाहिँ directly तपाईले यो end को लेख्दा हुन्छ. If there is, I mean same trend, similar trend छ भने चाहिँ like यहाँबाट तल तल गएको छ नि त. अब यो year wise describe गर्नु पर्दैन है. यहाँ गरेपछि सिधै यहाँ गरिदिँदा हुन्छ, right? So while you describe this one, अब यो describe गर्दा पनि त्यस्तै. In the beginning you describe this, and after that यो point मा जानु पर्यो, यसपछि सिधै at the end describing गर्दा, while describing. Okay. And what about this aluminum cans? Aluminum cans describe while describing this. यो describe गर्दा कसरी गर्ने? Beginning and ending सिधै. It's not necessary कि 1990 मा 18, 1994 18, 1995 18, 1998 this much year wise. It's not necessary to write. And what about plastics? It's also beginning, starting point, and ending point directly. So body paragraph मा चाहिँ त्यसरी जान पर्यो है. So this is just a question. I have their sample answers पनि छ. हामी यहाँ just we will just discuss about this little bit. Let's see, eh? So the chart, paraphrase the chart. What was in the question? माथि के थियो question मा अघि? Figure, picture, graph. Yes, माथि graph थियो. Wait just a moment. Let me open it double. Just wait a while. Look at this figure. Yes. This is our question. Yes, this is the answer. Yes. So the chart, what is there in the question? graph. Hey, let me say. Just is it okay? Is that clear? Clear, right? So the chart in the question, what was there? The graph.
The graph.
Yes, here is the graph. The graph. Here is chart. Here is depicts. What is in the question? Shows. The proportion. In place of proportion, what is there? The percentages of 4 different materials. 4 materials, name of materials that were recycled. Same. From 1980 to 2010, yes, it's here. Yeah, it's at the end. I mean, we can do this way also. And in one country, in place, what is there? In a specific country, in one country. So this is the paraphrase. Right? So first paragraph, just paraphrase and leave it. First. And second paragraph, you can write overall, or second paragraph, you can write body, and finally, you can write overall at the end also. So where is its overall? Overall is at the end. First, this is overall. So what to write in the overall? Highest, lowest, trend, major point, that, I mean, those such things, like the proportion of paper and cardboard that were recycled was the highest. So what was the highest? Paper and cardboard. This was the highest. Which tense is this? Past tense. Why past tense? Because it is talking about past date, completely past date. Of the 4 classes of material. But this category experienced a decline after 1994. Though it was the highest, but there was a decline after 1994. There was decline, no? Whereas, relative clause, there was a continuing upward trend in the recycling of other materials. Other materials ko trend ke cha re? Sabai upward trend. So how many sentences are there in overall? How many sentences? 1 sentence. But how many ideas? There are 3 ideas. If you break that long sentence into sentences, then we can make, I think, 3 sentences from here. So sentence structure, also you can learn from here. The proportion of paper recovered that was the highest of 4 classes of material. Up to here is 1 idea. But this category experienced a decline after 1994. Up to here, another idea. There was a continuing upward trend in the recycling of other materials. This is another. So there are 3 ideas or 3 sentences, and just making just only 1. So this kind of sentences, just if you write, that is plus point for your writing. If you break 3 sentences, then you will not get better score. And don't forget, I mean, this kind of relative clause yesterday also I told, whereas, which, that, but, you can use in your sentences and just you can join. This is overall. Even in overall, we can add the lowest one because the lowest is not mentioned here. Right? Highest, lowest, middle. So this is overall. And even this overall can be written in the second paragraph as well. Second paragraph overall लेखेर body paragraph लेखेर छोड्दा पनि हुन्छ. It's not necessary. Last ma conclusion लेख्नुपर्छ भन्ने not necessary. लेखे पनि कसैले short sentence, short conclusion लेखिरहे नि हुन्छ कसैले. That is also no problem. खासै लेख्नु पर्दैन. So this is overall. And in body paragraph, let's move to the body paragraph. Yes. In 1982, now it is talking about paper and cardboard. Let's see. Yeah, in 1982, about 65% of paper and cardboard was recycled. So here is about. Why about? Because maybe it is 65 or maybe 66. We are not sure, no. 65%, so about. This figure fluctuated So in the beginning, it was fluctuated, up, down, again up, fluctuated before rising steeply. Steeply means dramatically. So before rising steeply, here is a steep rise, right? Yeah, understand? Here is a steep rise, no? So before rising, there was fluctuating trend. It fluctuated before rising steeply. Steeply. To reach a peak of 80% in 1994. This was 80%. From then on, however, what is the use of however? Anybody knows use of however? It is increased, it has increased, now decreased, no? Contrasting. Yes, in that situation we can use however. It decreased steadily. How did it decrease? कसरी decrease भएको छ रे? Steadily. त्यो भन्दा अगाडि कसरी increase भएको थियो? Steeply. कसरी decrease भयो? Steadily to a level of 70% in 2010, to a level of 70% in 2010. Yes, contrast. Right? If you want to show like additional information, you can use additionally, furthermore, moreover, in addition to this. But however, in contrast, on the other hand, these are contrasting words. So yes, so this paragraph is about paper and cardboard. Now the whole paragraph, second paragraph is about three: paper and cardboard, glass containers, aluminum cans, and plastics. Right. Understand it? In 1982, half of all glass containers, half means 50%. 50 means half, no? So paraphrase. Half of all glass containers were recycled. Oh, why the net is unstable? How is is the audio clear, Anita?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So after deeping to, what is the use of semicolon? Anybody knows? Let's go use Q. What is the use of this? Anybody knows? That's all. That's it. If I write A, comma, B, comma, C, लेखेँ मैले त्यसपछि यो सिम्बल दिए त्यसपछि मैले पछाडि के लेख्छु डी लेख्छु यहाँ नो डी लेख्न पाउँदिन मैले so I will write another idea 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma
Stop जस्तै भयो
yes stop जस्तै I mean yes फेरि अब यहाँ अर्कै आइडिया लेख्नु पर्यो suppose if I want to write here अब के लेख्छु अर्को maybe small a, small b. So it is like stop, it is like full stop, complete idea. This to series just to use semicolon, okay? It works as full stop. So what is called after dipping to a low of 40% in 1990. And so after dipping to a low of 40% in 1990, after dipping to a low of 40% in 1990, the glass recycling rate gradually increased. How did it increase? Gradually. Adverbs, use of adverb gradually increased. So यसपछि gradually increase भयो. Increased to 60% by 2010. By 2010, 60%. यो सबै लेखिरहन पर्दैन if there is similar trend. Trend break भयो भने मात्रै just write. यसको लागि यहाँ लेख्नु पर्यो यो point लेख्नु पर्यो. This is all about this. This is all about glass containers. And the next one is aluminum cans. Now, aluminum cans were first recycled in 1986. 1986, yeah, first recycled bacha. Starting at about 5. About. because it may not be 5 also. But this figure climbed. How did it climb? Rapidly. Again, use of adverb. Yeah, but rapidly use bacha. Over 25 years, and by 2010, it had reached 45%. It had reached 45%. It's not necessary year-wise sabai lekhnu parcha. Not necessary. Recycling of plastics, on the other hand, was not introduced until 1990. So it was only introduced in 1990. And although the growth in this category was also constant, although the growth was constant, no, it was very slow, rising from about 2% to around 8%, from 2 to around 8 over the period. So in this paragraph, you find about these 3 elements or 3 materials. And in this paragraph, we have about paper and cardboard. First is paraphrase, and finally there is, what is there? Overall. Yes, I think you got the ideas, right? Did you know how to write? We may get similar type of question during exam. So this is line graph, and there are other types of figures too, like pie chart, bar chart. There are so many, we will discuss all types of figure, and I'll give you to write as well. So yes. Up to here, do you have any questions? No, I'll send this in the group. I'll just send it. This is all about this figure. Okay. I'll give you, we have book, right? In our book, is there any line graph? Can you search? Which book do you have, 17 or 18? 18? Okay, 17, 18, whatever books you have. Can you search any line graph in your book? That is right. Yes. Page, book 18, page number? Page number 96. Okay. Page number 96, if you have book 18, page number 96. Can you open once? Book 18, page number 96. 96. 96. Yes. So this, I think you can write it now. So in the first paragraph, you just paraphrase. In second paragraph, you can go for detail. And body paragraph. How many body paragraph can we make here? To how? Let's see the trend. Trend हेर्नुस् त. What about the trend of copper? Ko trend कस्तो छ? Copper is starting from here. It goes down. Again, it goes up. Ferry down, ferry up. यसको trend कस्तो छ? Fluctuate. What about nickel? What about nickel? माथिबाट झर्यो. It goes down, 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 पुरै down. And ferry rise भयो यहाँ. But then also trend is down is copper ko fluctuates. Nickel ko it's down. What about zinc? Starting from tala, mathi gएको छ. Again down, goes up. यस्तो छ. यसो झरङ्ग हेर्दाखेरि आँखाले हेर्दाखेरि के देखिन्छ? ओभरअल को लागि चाहिँ you can just catch कुराहरु के कुरा देखिन्छ त्यो कुरा लेख्ने. Like in the beginning प्राय सबै के छ हेर्नु त यस्तो छ नि, यो स्ट्रक्चरमा छ सबै. अनि बीचमा फेरि सबै तीनटै स्ट्रेट छ. लास्टमा फेरि तीनटै यस्तो छ. that thing you can write in the overall paragraph. Now you can write, or what can we write? Highest, can we write? Highest, lowest? Highest, lowest. And what about the use of tense? Which tense do we have to use here? Kun tense में लिखना है इसलिए? It is asking for past date. Which year?
Past tense.
2014. Yes. I think you can do it now, right? Right? Can you do it? Let's do it. I'll send those ideas, and this also you will have book. You can just write it, and then just I'll see your writing. Yes.